So in the last video, I showed you how to post images using the media browser, but we didn't go into all the settings, so I'm going to run through those quickly. So here we have the image from last time, the boxer dog eating a tortilla. And I'm going to click Edit to go ahead and edit the image properties for this. So you're going to scroll down to your picture, um, highlight it by clicking on it, and this may look a little differently for you. Sometimes it shows little squares in the edges of the image. Once you do that, you want to click the media browser over here again, and that'll take us to the settings. So we can change the info for this. I'm going to set a caption of bacon eating a tortilla, bacon being the name of the dog. I'll set the credit to AUSA. And then since the title text doesn't need to be totally descriptive, I'm going to change it to bacon eating a tortilla as well. Submit that. And so here you can see that already changed, although it doesn't show any of the credit info. So let's save this and take a look. Okay, so it's still showing the really big default size. We'll change that in a second. But now the mouse over works for bacon eating or tortilla. It shows the image caption and it shows the image credit. So now I'm going to go to edit again and we'll see if we can change the layout a little bit. To start with that, I'm going to put in a bunch of text. So let's put a bunch above. Then a bunch below. So now I've got that text there. We can kind of see what happens with the image. I'm going to click this image again. I'm going to hit the media browser again. And so the default image just stretches across the whole screen. So what you're going to want to focus on is actually these down here mostly. The media left large down to media right small. And that's 3 sizes each. And then it's left align or right align. There is no way to easily center an image, so that option is not really available. So let's try what media left large looks like. And it gives us a little preview of it here. You can kind of just tell vaguely how large it's going to be from that. So we'll do submit and then save that. So you can see that this is the text above that we used, and that's all above it. And then we had the image, and so any text after is actually going to come and wrap around the image we used. And depending on the size of the image we picked, it's going to be that relative size. And it'll have a little space underneath it if you have a caption or a credit. So let's try another size. Come back down, select the image, click the media browser again, and let's try media right medium. So this is going to be a little bit smaller. Maybe we want even smaller than that. How about media right small? It's just a really tiny image. And this time it should be on the right and the text will wrap around it on the left. And here we go. This is all the text that was above it. And then we have our image here, very small, on the right side. So that's pretty much all you need to know about the settings on the images themselves. You can play around with it. One thing I do recommend is having a bit of text in between your images. Sometimes they can bunch up a little weird if you have like a left aligned image right next to a right aligned image, or 2 left aligned images right next to each other. So it is best to have, maybe fewer images on the page, but more text or more other content in the middle.